Hi guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. Thanks for tuning back in. Thanks for coming back to see me. I'm really pleased you've done so, and I'm really pleased about to bring you my first ever Atowak. They contacted me a little while ago. They've got a Spaceship range. They're releasing a couple new ones. They asked me would I be interested in featuring one. The big thing about it was it's got a wandering hour, which we'll go through in the video. I've never featured a watch of a wandering hour. Really been keen to do so. When I saw this watch and I saw how quirky it was, I saw the sort of engineering they put into it, I was here for it. I was like, yeah, please do send one over. I like watches sometimes that are a bit different. We don't want all the same stuff all the time. Let's copy and paste stuff. And this definitely isn't that. Obviously, it's called a Spaceship because it draws inspiration from what we think spaceships may look like. I don't know what a spaceship looks like. I've never seen one, but you can see where they've got the inspiration from. If you've seen Independence Day, perhaps, that's probably the sort of thing. But yeah, there's this one. There's also a few others to choose from, so I'll leave pictures and stuff as we go through the video. Not inexpensive though, guys. They've used a modified Miyota 9039 movement and stuff, so it's not inexpensive. So you'll have to make a decision on whether it's in your price range. But yeah, really cool looking watch. I've spent a couple of weeks of it now, so I'm pretty well versed in terms of the watch. But yeah, we'll get there together. We'll get to the end of the video, you know, if it's for you, as I always say. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna stop going on. Get yourself a nice beverage, a nice brew, because it's about that time to get the camera turned around and get on with it. Hi guys, so this is the watch. So you'll see it briefly here. Really quirky thing, and we'll go through how it works and stuff, the materials and all that. Put that to the side 1 second. This is the packaging. I'm not going to go through it hugely. I just want to give you a brief look as to what it looks like. 5 links taken off the bracelet for it to fit my wrist. Instruction manual and stuff inside. This comes as just to help protect the watch itself. Underneath, you've got a couple of boxes, warranty card, and you've got the rubber strap in that other box. I did wear it on the rubber strap most of the time, but then obviously I wanted to have it on the stainless steel as well, just to get a real good, concise understanding of what's going on. But then, guys, this is the watch. I think you can see really clearly why I wanted to get one in. It just looks like a really cool piece. I've never had a wandering hour watch in, so I really wanted to get one in. So thank you to Atowak for sending it over. So this is the Atowak Spaceship. This is their Azure Silver one. A few different ones to choose from. But yeah, this is the one that they've sent over to me. And like I said, you can see why it's called a Spaceship. But yeah, inside this watch, it's running a Miyota 9039 movement. I'll bring the information about this movement. It's a modified version, given it's got a wandering hour capability. They managed to modify it in such a way where it works. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've made my sort of feelings on the Miyota 9000 series movements pretty clear at this point. Fantastic movements. Not that you'd expect a substandard movement in this watch, given it's not inexpensive, but yeah, good to see they've gone for a high beat movement. So yeah, 9039 movement. It's a no date variant of the Miyota movements. And as I've said many times, one of my favorite movements generally. So yeah, not bad at all. The construction of the watch, aside from the crystal on the front and back, is all 316L stainless steel, predominantly brushed. You may have the odd polished element sort of thrown in, as you can see. But so yeah, apart from the crystal, so the crown case, there's no real bezel. Outer part of the exhibition case back, bracelet, clasp, all 316L stainless steel. The rubber strap, obviously is rubber with stainless steel accents as well. The case thickness of this watch is 16 millimeters in the center. And when it sort of slopes down, it's 13.6. The case diameter, I measure at the widest point, sort of where you'd measure sort of 9 to the 3 on a normal analog watch. It was coming at 42.8 millimeters. The lug width on this is 11 millimeters, so a bit strange because it's quite narrow in that position. And the lug to lug, the tip of the watch, so the length of the watch, was coming at bang on 52 millimeters. So a little bit hefty. Possibly could have been done with being a little bit thinner, a little bit smaller, especially given the movement's very slim. But the brakes, as they say. The case back, I've already sort of showed you briefly, is an exhibition case back, just showing off the custom rotor of the Miyota 9039 screwed down. You're going to have to use a specific tool to be able to open that. You've got quick release on the bracelet, which makes it nice and easy to swap out, as you have on the strap itself, which I will show you in just a few moments. But yeah, that's all that stuff. You've got the, like I said, no raw bezel to speak of. You've got a push-pull crown situated just at the sort of upright position. Pull it up, it will hack. Put it back down, it will start back up again, given there's only one position really once you pull it out, because there's no date or nothing on there. So there's not an awful lot to show, but I will demonstrate that a little bit more in a few moments' time. The strap on, so it comes with a rubber strap, which you've seen in the intro, and also comes in this stainless steel. Really, really nice. Let me just quickly get the link so I can show you how it operates. 1 second, guys. Okay, so this is the links that I took out. So you'll see there's a link, there's a area for your nail. So you just, helps if you do it the right around. You pull it and pull. It's so easy. I've seen a few different ones now with this quick sort of toolless link adjusting tool, but this one is so simple. And given how you got to put your nail in and pull it down, there's just, I can't see how it would sort of come loose by itself. So yeah, pull it down, pull it out. Really, really easy to size. So yeah, nicely done from Atowak. Nice to see a little bit of engineering there, which they've done. Really good stuff. So yeah, like I said, I've taken 5 links out for it to fit my wrist. The clasp is fully milled, and again, a nice little surprise. So if you pull this down, you can activate the on-the-fly adjust clasp, and then you can adjust it to where you want. But like I said, I just push that down, pull it across. Fully milled, signed with Atowak on there. When this was all wrapped up, I was thinking, there's no screw pins. There's no. It wasn't obvious to me. Maybe I'm a bit simple, but it wasn't obvious to me how you would use that sort of stuff. But yeah, soon became apparent to me how you'd use it. The crystal covering the dial, as it is on the back, is all sapphire crystals. It gives you a nice sapphire sandwich. You'll see how it distorts. That crystal was serious, isn't it? That's a proper bit of crystal they've used on there. That's not going to be cheap, guys. I just can't see that. So yeah, sapphire crystal. The water resistance is 30 meters. So that'll give you 3 atmospheres of water resistance, and the weight will appear next to me. So on the rubber strap, believe it or not, it's coming at 155.4 grams. With those 5 links removed on the stainless steel strap, just below 200, so 199.2. So this is a bit of a beast. It's built like a spaceship. it's a bit of a beast. But let's have a look at the dial in a bit more detail. So the dial itself is really nice. You've got sort of the blue, blacks and silvers playing around really nicely. Behind the sort of running seconds and the wandering hours, you're sort of like pinstripe, sort of like perlage behind it. The wandering hour, so you've got the numbers, and you've got the seconds running right in the center. So it's quite easy just to set. I'll show you that in a few moments. I've never had a wandering hour watch in, so it was really nice to see how it sort of worked in practicality. So like you said, you've got the seconds, and you've got 3 different sort of prongs, if you like, that have numbers on them, and they will go round, and I'll show you that in a moment. You've got the minutes at the bottom, so the numbers will roll through from the sort of right to left, from 0 to 60, denoting 1 hour, and once it's done that, the new number will come through. Yeah, like I said, really cool engineering. Like I said, I've never had a wandering hour watch in, so it was really, really nice to see, and it works really, really well. I wasn't sure how it would work, but it does. It's really, really cool. You're now wondering, Si, what's the loom saying? The loom on this is really, really cool. So yeah, very, very little charge. It's just been under the studio lights. Turn it off, and there you go. So I mean, it glows pretty cool. Not that you'd expect it to be poor, given it's not an inexpensive watch, but it was nice to see. When I saw the 30 meters of water resistance, I was a bit like, are they gonna just not done any loom? But they have. Looks cool. Very, very quirky, I would say, in terms of the watch itself. But yeah, nice to see the loom was decent. As I said before, so you pull the crown out. So what you'll see now as I scroll through, it's going to 2, that's 3, and then so that's now 3:15, 3:30, 3:45, 4, 4:15, 4:30, and so on and so forth. It jumps through with the wandering hour complication. Really, really cool. I love the way it works. So you'll see how it changes up at the 12. Yeah, like I said, I've never experienced one, so it was nice to get one in, and so on and so forth. That's everything there. You put the crown back in afterwards because it's push-pull, and that's all that stuff. Let me just pop it on the wrist quickly, guys, give you an idea what it looks on my wrist. 1 second. So guys and girls, this is what it looks like on my wrist. Like I said, my wrist is about a 7¼ inch wrist, and it's not small. Like I said, you'll see how thick that watch is. A real statement piece, one you're going to get comments on. It's been really nice to wear, to be honest. You've got the rubber strap, and you've got the stainless steel strap, so you can change it out, different sort of looks and stuff. But what do you all make of it, guys? Okay, so guys and girls, that'll now take me swiftly on to what I think is pants and pucker about the watch. If you've ever watched before, you not always start with pants. I like to go on a high with pucker. So what I think is pants about the watch. It's not a lot. This isn't going to be for everyone because it is quirky. The two things I'm going to mention, first off, I'm going to say the price. I'm going to bring the price up in front of me, guys. This is a watch that I would class as quite expensive, especially for me anyway. It's not a watch that I would immediately lean towards. Very quirky, well made, very solid, good movement, lots of stuff going on. But the price may put a lot of people off. And the size, I think the size is just at times, you'll see how thick it is. It's a lot of weight on your wrist. Yeah, maybe could have been done with a little bit smaller. It's not understated by any stretch of the imagination. But they're the two things I'm going to say is I'm going to go with the price and the size of the watch. What I think is pucker, still a bit more, because I can see why, if you've got the money available when you want something like this, why you'd pick one up. So I'm going to go with the Sapphire sandwich. I do love a Sapphire sandwich. The dial, like I said, with that sort of perlage behind, sort of pinstriping, if you like, and everything going on with that. The movement, like I said, the reliable high beat movement, Miyota movement. Some might want a Swiss movement, but I'm here for the 9000 series movement. The loom, yeah, I like the loom. I think it's cool. You got the straps, so you got the stainless steel and you got the rubber strap. The bracelet links I showed you in terms of the quick release. That was really, really cool to see in terms of how easy it is to size up with no tools. The clasp, having that on the fly adjust, so easy to slide it across, pull it and push it in to size it. The concept in terms of the engineering involved, the way they made it look, and just, yeah, all that stuff. And the general look, I think it's a cool looking piece. I can see why people would want this watch. See, they're the things I'm going to say is I go with the Sapphire sandwich, dial, movement, loom, straps, bracelet links, clasp, concept, and the general look of the watch. And that'll take me on to, would I recommend this watch? And I mean, I can see lots of positives, as you see on my pucker. Not so many pants, but one thing on pants that is definitely going to sort of carry more weight than having so many for pucker, for me, really, is the price. It's quite an expensive watch. From a micro brand, doing some really cool, quirky stuff. But for me, it's going to be a maybe. I don't want to sit on the fence, guys. I never really do. But I can see why it's really well made. But the price is going to be a bit of a problem for a lot of people. So, yes, that's why it's a maybe. But guys and girls, please let me know what you think about this watch, more importantly. And maybe any other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as always say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And always watch the time. Take care, guys. All the very best.